It's just going to be a little bit more work. So what I would do is solve for t in my x equation. So I'd have x equals 3t minus 1, add 1, add 1. X plus 1 equals 3t. I could also write the 3.5. So t equals 1/3 x plus 1. Does everybody agree with the math that I did? Dividing by 3 is the same thing as multiplying by 1/3. Then all I simply need to do is just replace t with what t roughly equals. So y equals 1/3 x plus 1 plus 2. Now, obviously, I could simplify this. Then you'd have to add 2/3 or 1/3 plus 2, which would be 2 and 1/3. Or you could do your fractions, Zach. And if you guys remember adding fractions, you could say that's 7/3. This is, first of all, in your quiz, that is acceptable. I'm not going to ask you to simplify. That's acceptable. However, if I was maybe to ask you to graph it, that's not going to be very helpful if you had to graph it, right? But if you wrote it in that format, that's a little bit more easier to graph if I asked you to graph something manually or by hand. Okay? So it's not required that you put things in slope-intercept form for at least the quiz. It's just basically what you're doing is, if you guys look at that equation, y equals 1/3 x plus 7/3. Do you see any t there? Do you see any t? No. So what I did was I eliminated the t.